We got some good photographs of wildlife when we were on our expedition to Australia. I've got a few of my snaps here. I'm quite proud of this one. This is sunset over the South Alligator River. You may remember that's where we were looking for crocodiles. This is meant to be a photograph of a crocodile on the selfsame river, but it's just a mass of trees, and there, if you can see, is a crocodile, honest. But as for this, as a photograph of wildlife, well, the less said about that, the better. I'm afraid there's far more sky there than wildlife. But really, it isn't easy to take good photographs. So you can imagine how amazed the judges were when the winner of the 8-year-old and under section of the Young Wildlife Photographer of the Year competition, organised by the BBC's Wildlife magazine, came up with this damselfly. You can see the detail of the wings is stunning. It really is beautiful. There were 3 other age groups in the competition, and the day after tomorrow, all the top prize-winning photos will be on display at the Natural History Museum. Amongst the celebrities will be a man who has an eye for a good wildlife picture, conservationist David Bellamy. And David is here in the studio with all the top first prize winners. Now then, prize winners, did you think you'd win? No. Mumbled shouts of no. Well, look, over here we've got huge blow-ups of all your superb photos, and we're going to look at them in much closer detail in a moment. First of all, David, thank you for coming. Welcome back to Blue Peter. What do you think of the photographs here? Well,
last year it was a problem, but this year the judges have had a real problem. Everyone perfect, real professional. How do they do it?
I know, it's going to be very difficult for us to choose a better one. Right, let's go over, Joanne, and have a look, first of all, at yours. Your damselfly. Now, how long have you been interested in photography, Joanne?
Since I was 5.
And how old are you now?
9.
Well, David, isn't this focus amazingly sharp?
Absolutely perfect, almost a tail, but look at the eyes there, every detail, and the wonderful veining in the wing. You must have had great patience to take that one.
Did you have to wait a long time to take that?
No, I didn't. It was buzzing around and it landed, and I just took it.
You grab your chance. Because that's the thing with wildlife, isn't it? You often only have one chance and you have to grab it.
Yes, and that's a very wet place, isn't it, Thursley Bog, where you took that one. So it's a great picture. You've been wobbling.
Very well done. The first prize in the 9 to 11s age group could have been taken by our wildlife pond. This gruesome monster is, in fact, a frog, and it's a frog eating a worm. And it's the work of 11-year-old Diarmid Harrison Murray of Westmoreland. Now, were you lying flat on the ground in a load of wet grass to take that, Diarmid?
No, not really, because what I did, I rescued it from our cat, which was eager to gobble it up. And so I got the clump of moss which it was lying on and put it on a bird bath in our grandparents' garden, and then suddenly this worm came out, and the frog took its chance to gobble the worm down, and then while it had it in his mouth I took a photograph.
It sounds like there's a lot of drama, doesn't it? If the cat almost ate the frog before you took the frog eating the worm. What do you think of this, David?
Well, I mean, the frog, wonderful expression on its face, he's completely satisfied. I don't think the worm's very satisfied. But had it already sort of taken one bite off the end, because there's only a bit of a worm, there's the clientele. But the thing I think so perfect, look, it's so much in focus that even the moss here, see with the crinkly thing, that is Atricum undulatum. Our botanist can identify.
Oh, I know it well, of course. Well, Diarmid, having personal experience of jumping frogs, having seen them only this morning in our garden, I know how tricky they are to take pictures of. So congratulations to you.
And at the end, the frog landed up on the camera.
Even more drama. Moving on to the next age group now, the 12 to 14-year-olds. The first prize in this section was of one of Britain's rarer butterflies, and this is the Adonis Blue. It was taken by 14-year-old Michael Land of Exeter. Michael, how many times have you photographed the Adonis Blue before?
4 or 5 times, but that was on the first occasion.
But how did you know where to find it? It's a rare creature.
Well, specialist butterfly books, mainly.
But you had a friend to help you there. Super. Now, I mean, it's absolutely perfect. You've got that wonderful furriness and everything in focus. I think that, well, I think that'd be my favourite.
David, do you think that photography is the kind of hobby that can lead on to bigger and better things, perhaps in Michael's case?
Yeah, well, how many butterflies you already found?
Over 40 out of the 60 British species.
Only 20 to go, and then perhaps we'll see a book by Michael Land, you know, the expert on our butterflies.
You never know. Well, who knows where your hobby may lead you. The next age group, the 15 to 17-year-olds, was won by another rather gruesome photo. This time, it's an iguana's eye, and this was shot by 17-year-old Andrew Shillabeer of Plymouth. Where did you find your iguana?
Well, I found it in London Zoo, which wasn't too hard, really.
Cheating a bit, but how did you take the picture, or were you let die? inside, because there must have been glass between you and it.
Yeah, I took the photograph through glass using 2 flash guns and positioned the camera at an awkward angle to remove reflections and things.
All I would have done was end up with a picture of myself reflecting. Absolutely perfect. Look at the scale. Look at that twinkle in his eye.
Very strong, isn't it? Do you hope to be a professional photographer one day?
Yes, I want to be a wildlife cameraman in the naturalist unit, so it's
With the BBC?
with the BBC.
Hit in for the top.
Right, yes.
My goodness.
Best of luck with your career. Just one more person to meet now, and that's the top overall winner who will win this superb bronze statue. It's a bronze sculpture, and presented on Wednesday night, and this is the Prudential Assurance Award.
And this is the top prize-winning photograph, a Lapland great grey owl. And that word Lapland in the title might give you a clue that the photographer doesn't come from Britain. He's 12-year-old Teemu Hello from Finland. Hello, Teemu.
Hello.
Now, unfortunately, my Finnish isn't very good and Teemu doesn't speak much English, but luckily we have Terttu Leni to translate for us. Terttu, can you ask Teemu how long he's been taking wildlife photos?
Miten pitkään sä oot ottanut luontovalokuvia? No, harrastanut oon luontovalokusta ehkä 5 vuotta.
About 5 years already.
Since you were 7. It's not very long. That photo to me is stunning because you can see the owl's face so clearly, David. What do you think?
Well, it's wonderful. It's taken in the spring, isn't it? There's still a few autumn leaves there, but the buds perhaps being... And look, it shows the silence of the owl. Those wonderful primaries all out there, just holding the weight of that bird as it takes off.
Yes, isn't that
I'd
beautiful,
love to have
clear
seen
blue
it, let
sky?
alone taken the picture.
Yes, it's smashing. Thank you very much, Tim, and thank you very much to everybody else who came along to do pieces today.
Congratulations. The standard of the competition obviously was very high, so you've done very well. Do you want to have a final word, David?
Yes, well, of course, taking these pictures, they're all going to be on display at the Natural History Museum. And other people will see them, see how beautiful they are. So these pictures will help conservation too.
Let's have another close look at this superb sculpture.
I'm certainly impressed, being able to take the odd wildlife shot myself. Congratulations to you all. We will be back on Thursday, and we'll be giving the results of our Christmas card competition.
Yep, and I'll be on with the next stage of my parachute training, an accelerated freefall, no less, and you can find out what that involves on Thursday.
Hurtling through the atmosphere. We'll see you on Thursday. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.